Hello everyone. Welcome to today's session. This is our VU Monday, and I'm super excited to have each and every one of you join us. I'm Christy Emmanuel, and we have an amazing opportunity today to bring ourselves up to speed of what's happening in the VU ecosystem. So if you're just joining us for the first time, you're welcome. VU is our own very community that is helping us leverage all the amazing opportunities within the aviation industry, leveraging blockchain technology. VU is doing to the aviation industry what Uber did to taxis. I mean, this is an industry that generates revenue that is far more than what the pharmaceutical industry and the automobile industry is doing combined. So there's a lot of value here, and VU and all the other projects within its ecosystem is allowing us to extract that value. There is a shift, a wealth transfer that is happening in the aviation sector, and we are thankful for VU for giving us that opportunity to leverage all that amazing value. So we are going to be bringing you up to speed of what's happening in the VU ecosystem. We had an amazing call yesterday with the CEO of VU, and to break down all that went down in that update call is our lead in this conversation. That's Coach Itwen. He has a ton of experience in emerging technologies. He's a blockchain expert, and he's been in the maritime industry for over 15 years. Please make welcome our lead, Coach Itwen. He's going to be leading us and explaining all the things we need to know, how we need to bring ourselves up to speed, and all the actions we need to take going forward to properly and maximally position ourselves for everything happening within the VU ecosystem. Thank you so very much for joining us, and I'll be handing you over to Coach Itwen. Coach Itwen, good evening and good to see you.
Good evening, Coach Christy. Thank you once again for being around to share the wonderful opportunity with VU and its community. Just like you said, today we'll be focusing on the updates based on the community call yesterday. So we will just handle 4 topics, and they concern Vision 1. Okay, so which is the new community. We have NOMO updates. We also have the legacy incentive, which is nice, and everyone needs to be aware of that. And last but not the least, we'll talk about the ZENIQ Hub repairs. Okay, so like I said, it's a cooperative. So the Vision 1 is a cooperative that was designed, right, to give empowerment to members. Okay, so it was kind of like collective wealth to members. And again, it's taking cognizance of the fact that true strength lies not in the few, but in the power of many. And so Vision 1 is just more than a community. It's a member-driven movement. Okay, so its essence is to ensure that all its community members grow together and they have mutual success. Okay, so as a cooperative, there are different priorities. Okay, and so such priorities for the Vision 1 is centered on shared ownership and also collective decision making. So through this structure, every member plays an active role in shaping the future of Vision 1 while benefiting from its continued development. So we're talking about development centered around technology, and that technology is the blockchain. So now we are all aware about the blockchain. The question is that what can come out of the blockchain, and when will it come out in such a way that we can benefit from it? And once we are talking about this, it's no other than you building an ecosystem, okay? So if you are not, or if you're a member of VU1, what you would have experienced is the fact that you are gaining access to exclusive opportunities that are reserved solely for the cooperative members, okay? And these benefits are tailored to support your financial growth, while at the same time contributing to the strength and sustainability of the network as a whole. So if you are seeing this, if I just explained this to you, you understand how robust the ecosystem is. So if you are looking at the ecosystem now, you can see the VU shop, you can see VU1, you can see flights, you can see the Copper One and the Copper Shop, you have VU Travel, you have K-Meetings, you have the NOMO ecosystem, and you have Bondex, okay? So you can imagine each and every one. Just like the moderator has shared earlier, with the VU1 membership, of course, you have an opportunity, or rather using the VU shop, you have an opportunity where you can participate in decentralized business of aviation, where, of course, you can either be a passenger where you can download the app and then take return backs in terms of prices, okay? Or you can be an investor where you can own an airport as a licensee, or even own houses situated in various cities around the world. You're just taking advantage of the vast number of passenger traffic that happens in the aviation sector. If you are not positioning yourself in that, you are looking at Copper One, where you are mining to supply the world with the commodity of tomorrow. So we are talking about copper. Every single business around now is in the future. Now and the future is talking about copper. Are we talking about solar panels? Are we talking about electric cars? Are we talking about machines that will be running AI? Or are we even talking about smartphones for the future? So each and every one of these items will require copper one way or the other. And so you want to position yourself strategically where you have real assets, the copper real assets. And of course, with the business of tokenization, you can own a piece of any mine you have right now in the world, especially a mine that has designed, well-vetted, legal and credible, and has designed itself to come to the blockchain in order to work. That blockchain is no other than the ZENIQ blockchain. And last but not the least is Bondex, of course, which is exclusive access to Premier Bonds. So Premier Bonds gives you an opportunity where you can leverage without exposing yourself too much to risk, okay? So Vision One, in summary, is based in Austria, registered, okay? And then there's a regulatory framework that is centered around it to ensure that you are protected and the company is protected while giving you that overall benefit of what? Contributing to the strength and sustainability of the network as a whole. So right now, if you are not a Vision One member, it is just invitation only membership, right? If you were a VU1 member earlier, you would have had a conversion to Vision One member, okay? So it is strictly for membership. For those that took the opportunity earlier to be VU1 community members, they already have an automatic Vision One membership. And if you go to your back office right now to check, especially for those who are Vision One members or who earlier were VU1 community members, you will see a certificate that looks like this. So, of course, this certificate gives you one share in the cooperative. Okay, so on your back end, you have this share. If you don't have this share certificate, then most likely you are a legacy member, meaning that you've had you're already part of the VU community, but you had not registered. So you had either participated in one or two products, of course, which is the VU app. You would have registered there as a member, but you did not become a VU1 community member, okay? So there's an opportunity for you. Yeah, you're not losing out of this you're not losing out of what is happening right now in the world. So if you go to your back office, right, your NOMO wallet specifically, you go to the Vision One app, okay, and you download the Vision One app. What you're definitely going to see is your certificate of membership. And of course, if you scan this, it leads you straight to the blockchain address that has this registered and stamped on the blockchain. Of course, this is legal and credible. So, like we said earlier, it is just invitation only. But let's say you already are part of the VU, you have gotten yourself in one of the products, but you're not a VU1 community member. There is an opportunity for you right now, which is called the Legacy Incentive, okay? Legacy Incentive. So again, like we said, the Vision One cooperative invites its foundational members, okay? So to participate in what we call a one-time legacy incentive. The aim of this is to reward long-term engagement and accelerate participation in the full benefits of the ecosystem, okay? So how are you able to unlock this, okay? With just €100, right? Legacy members can activate the full spectrum of benefits, dramatically enhancing, one, your flexibility and your financial upside, okay? So the question you want to ask yourself is, if this is available to the existing ecosystem, what are the criteria that can give you these requirements to be met, okay? And so this is exclusive only to and only available to those legacy one, those who already had accounts existing with Sapphire, right? And are not yet members of the Vision One cooperative. So you did not take a decision earlier when VU1 membership was there, cooperative membership was there. Yeah, there's an opportunity for you right now. So with €100, okay, which started sometime on the 1st of June and it was ended on 31st of June, but they've had an extension. So, like I said, with this limited time frame, €100 membership gives you, €100 payment gives you full Vision One membership. Remember, we just explained Vision One membership has access to all the projects that are there. You have the NOMO project, you have the VU project, you have the Bondex, you have the Copper project. So you have membership to all the projects. And then you have unlimited K meeting access, right? So if you have not taken a look at your K meeting, we're talking about all the other projects you would have been engaged in, ZENIQ, Tupan, T-Drone, CD, regardless, all those other projects, right? If you want to get access to your tokens in that project, you require K-meeting access and you require a fee to be paid as part of the maintenance of that particular blockchain, okay? But now with the €100 for your Vision One membership, you have unlimited access to this, okay, which is quite enormous in terms of benefits that come, okay? And then you also have cooperative incentives and exclusive access to projects that will be coming in. Remember, this is an ecosystem that has the fastest transaction speed, cheapest transaction cost, and is fully involved in decentralization and tokenization. So all the businesses that want to move from the current state of centralized system of operation will decide to do what? Look for a particular blockchain that can offer them these three services I just mentioned. And that is where you and I, as community members, can decide, can take a decision on the level of participation we want in those projects, okay? And so we are talking about projects in the aviation, which of course I've taken a position. We're talking about projects in copper, real copper, a live mine currently right now in the world that has already been tokenized on the blockchain. And just for as little as 200, €250, up to as much as 10,000, 20,000, even €1 million, you can own a piece of a copper mine right now in the world without leaving your location, okay? And last but not the least is that this €100 also gives you $400 worth of tag trading balance, okay? And so this tag trading balance is a trading software that gives you access of the 400 instant value. So of course you come in with the tag credit, you also have a USDT balance you need to add together in order for you to trade, okay? So you can imagine the benefits that come, but the thing here is that time is running out. As at the last call, this date was extended to 15th of July, okay? And there are no further extensions for that as at today while we are making this call. So if you have not thought or if you have not taken a decision to go and look back at your pre-existing minters, please go there and use the opportunity right now to pay. It's just €100 and you're getting more than 4 times the benefit of 4 times the benefit of the new package and also the Vision One membership. So how do you do this? First of all, you download your NOMO app. Remember, it's important to get your NOMO app done. You also, in the NOMO app, you check the Discover Weapon, and then you search for the Vision One weapon. So you see the Vision One weapon, you download it. You access the weapon and register with your invitational code. If you are an existing member from Sapphire, you will have an option that is available for you to click the invitational code. And then once the invitational code comes to you, you just put in the code and make your payment. So payment is by either crypto or fiat, okay? So if it's fiat, you're using your card, your credit card. If it's by crypto, it is required for you to have gone through the KYC, which is ZenPass. So if you have not done that, you need to do your ZenPass in order for you to pay with your crypto. If you already done your ZenPass for maybe another project on the NOMO ecosystem or the ZENIQ ecosystem using your NOMO wallet, then that ZenPass will still work for you, okay? And then your share certificate will now be available at the Vision One dashboard. And you can then access all your existing disks. And that's why you want to take the advantage today. Like we said, today is today is 14th, tomorrow is 15th. We are not sure that we are going to get an extension because this has already been extended by 2 weeks beyond 30th of June. So you want to take that advantage, okay? And so let's go back a bit to our updates. So we are talking about the NOMO updates, okay? So back to NOMO updates. There's definitely going to be some changes to the NOMO wallets, okay? And such changes would elicit almost like a renewal and a rebirth of the NOMO wallet, okay, or the NOMO app in this case. So it's imperative that you need to secure your passphrase, okay? It's a very simple process. You log into your app, whether you're using an Android or you're using a Apple device, you log into your NOMO app and then go to your settings and indicate that you want to recover your phrase. So we have just done that right here, right now. You have a recovery phase. It will definitely ask you for some information just to tick the required boxes. And when you tick the required boxes, your phrases will come out. You copy those phrases down, write them down in a writing pad. It's preferably a physical writing pad. Write them down and store them somewhere safe. Most of us may have, right from when we had this app over 2 years ago, would have had this, would have downloaded the app and may not have remembered to keep the passphrases. Those passphrases are important. You're not expected to give the passphrases to anybody because they contain your assets. Remember, all your assets right now on the blockchain are digital, and wallets hold access to these assets. So you want to keep that passphrase handy. You want to keep it safe very well so that you do not lose it. Why are we emphasizing on this is because if you have purchased or if you are part of the VU community, you would have had access to several products. You would have been a licensee of an airport where you have an airport operating right now, or you would have had hotels where you can position them in different cities so you can earn daily for people that are traveling around the world. That is a lot of assets sitting in your wallet and you're just moving with it on your phone. So the updates will be available soon. And so we'll keep on sending reminders to the various community channels to enable you have those passphrases written down. Because once you have the major updates, you'll be required to download a new NOMO app. And once you have that download, it may or it may not, right? But just to be sure, it may require you to put in the passphrase again. And you do not want to lose this passphrase because if it's lost, it's lost. And that is how the blockchain operates. Okay. So that's about the NOMO updates. Okay, and so last but not the least is the ZENIQ Hub. So this is a little bit more for those who had received their ZENIQ Hubs in Europe. Okay, and there are some with challenges. Of course, those challenges have to do with broken screens or damaged charging ports and all that needs to be repaired, right? So with partnership with New Salesway, NSW, the repair of the hub costs around 300 euro, right? So there is an offer presently available right now for you to get this done in a cheaper way. And that is if you purchase a copper minter, right, for 1,000 euro, your repair cost is 100 euro instead of the normal 300 euros. That's a discount available for you. Or if you want to go for a bigger copper hub, right, of 2,500 euros, the repair cost to be 0 instead of 300 euros. So you're getting 2 for 1, okay? Of course, we've expatiated on the business of copper and why copper will be of value in the future, okay? So there are people that may not have taken the opportunity to get the copper minter hubs. You want to get yours right now. Okay, so again, this applies to those in Europe. If there's anybody that's gotten any hub in Africa, right, then obviously there will be opportunities for you to have that done. But again, like we said, it is a device. It's a sturdy, strong device. You have yours, you keep it in the house, you connect it to the internet, and you're good to go. It's not a device you'll be moving with each and everywhere you go. You don't necessarily need to do that because it's your meter. It's supposed to be at home. It's your bank in this case. And so you need to keep it as safe as possible, okay? And also the copper minters already purchased count towards the promotion. So you may want to take advantage of this promo right now. We don't have an expiration date yet, but you also want to take this decision right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the updates regarding the community call, okay? The updates regarding the community call. And like we said earlier, there are opportunities expanding on the ZENIQ ecosystem, okay? If you've not known the powerful use of the NOMO app, imagine an app that gives you an opportunity to become a licensee of an airport. Imagine an app that gives you an opportunity to buy the minters that will mint the fuel for all the ticket purchases, all the hotel bookings, all the event bookings around the world. Just like the moderator has said earlier, the aviation industry contributes more than the land transport and pharmaceutical industry put together, okay? And so where would you want to be? Where are the opportunities in terms of massive movement of passenger transfer annually, okay? It's the opportunity that comes with downloading the VU Travel app, registering, sharing with your friends, and also participating in passive reward incomes based on the activities of people around the world, right? We also told you about copper. There's an opportunity with copper, taking a look at the futuristic use of technology and things that will definitely drive improvements in technology. Copper is a very primary material for that. And that means that the search for copper will definitely go high. We've also told you about Bondex, right? This gives you access to premier bonds with limited risk, okay? You have access to everything but at low risk. All these are being bet in a particular ecosystem, and that's the ZENIQ ecosystem powered through the NOMO app. So each and every one of these opportunities are there for you and I right now in the world to take advantage of. And why do we need to take advantage of this? Is that adoption is gradually increasing. Everybody is getting to look at the fact that the centralized way of doing businesses before are crumbling, and people are looking for an opportunity where they can do something, have access to their funds, take ownership of their financial independence without actually jeopardizing their security. That is the opportunity with ZENIQ, and that is the updates we have right now. Please always watch out for the replay videos so that you can, as much as possible, extend this knowledge and information to your community, to your friends, to those who don't know anything about it. Thank you very much for listening to me. I'm available for questions. Coach Christy?
Yes, thank
Do you
you
have Coach Christy
very
there?
much. Yes, I'm here. Thank you, Coach Itwen, for that amazing session, for bringing us up to speed of what's happening within the ecosystem, and of course, how we can leverage all that amazing value that is coming out of the VU project. So it's time now to get your feedback, any questions on the updates. Are there areas you want us to throw more light on? Please feel free to unmute yourself and speak, or you can put it in the chat. Okay, we have Professor Bola already here raising his hand. Please go ahead and speak. It's good to have you, sir. Professor Bola, are you there? Kindly unmute yourself.
Christy, baby, ṣàlàáfíà ni.
Lafia.
Coach Itwen, you dey chop
Good
life for
evening,
Port
Prof.
Harcourt. I greet you. Well done.
Thank you, Chief.
Thanks for the good work. I will tell you I came in late and why. I've been struggling with the link since 2 minutes to 8. The link wasn't working. I sent a message, and Lorenzo about 10 minutes ago sent the new one to me. So I thank you all for that. Now, I was on the call yesterday, but I missed the most vital part. I heard something about modifying the K-minting philosophy and something. The update must be done by 15th of July. I don't know if you covered that. What is that, please?
Okay, so the community has expanded beyond VU1 community, right? So it's now called Vision 1 community. Now, the essence is that it's supposed to be exclusive. It's not for everybody, okay? And so it's definitely going to be membership by invitation. Okay, so it's membership by invitation now. For those who took the earlier decision to become VU1 community members. And for you to be a VU1 community member, you would have either purchased an airport or purchased a hotel, or you would have taken advantage of the discounts to purchase the VU hubs. Okay. So for those who are VU1 members, who were VU1 members, they automatically become Vision 1 members. So the access for Vision 1, or the advantage of Vision 1 is that you now have access, the same access you had, or the same privileges you had with being in the VU1. You now have that privilege across every project that is coming into that ecosystem. So you have the Bondex, which is about premium bonds, and you have the Copper One. You also have privileges that will come with NOMO, and of course the ZENIQ ecosystem. So that is that. Now, for those who didn't, let's say for those who migrated and they were not interested in any VU products then, and of course, they may not have wanted to take that, become a VU1 community member. They are known as the legacy members, okay? And so there's an opportunity for them, and is that opportunity this timeline of 15th applies to. So the opportunity for them is that if they come into the ecosystem with just €100, which of course we had then for those that needed to get in about a year ago, that €100 gives them access to 4 things. So the first thing is that it reduces it pays off for, just to be sure again, so it gives them access to for the full Vision 1 membership. So they have Vision 1 membership automatically. Also, they have unlimited K-minting access. So, of course, K-minting, by the time they were doing the migration, it was required that there needed to be some maintenance fees done. And so for those of them coming now that didn't take advantage, are coming now, of course, they would have had maintenance fees piled right from the time those hubs were minting. So with that €100 alone, you'll be cleared of all debts in terms of your access to your hubs. So your ZENIQ, Tupan, T-Drone, all those hubs will require you to have K-minting fees being paid. So with this €100 membership, you don't have those fees paid again. You also have access to the cooperative incentives that come with projects. And last but not the least is that you have $400 worth of trading balance, which of course is quite huge, okay? For those that are involved in trading on the tag network. So you have that access there. If you're already a VU1 member and you had paid earlier, this is not applicable to you because you've been automatically transferred to a Vision 1 member based on those earlier decisions you took. So I hope I've been able to make that clear, sir.
Thank you so much. I think you have. Let me just use other local language. We can speak Ishekiri and Urubu to clarify the thing. Those of us who have VU1 members, we had that through a number of positions. The very first thing was to buy the $100 membership, €100 membership for VU1. That was the very first one we did before we bought the mentors, before we bought the travels and all that. So the question is, VU1 member, very clear. Those who paid that €100 registration, it was meant to be like a one-off or annual registration. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So they are covered anyway because they already have the €100 plus VU1. So those who are now new, the legacy people who wants to join Vision 1, which is now the new name for our VU1, their action point would be to register with €100.
Yes, but they are not okay. So the term new is the term new is the legacy ones. They've been in the system. They have been in the ecosystem. They are not registering. So if you are not in the ecosystem,
there are 2 categories of people I'm interested in.
Okay.
One category of people in our ZENIQ days, those who, like you said, Tupan, Regardless, and all those projects. These guys came when we went to access into what now becomes Omnify. They got upset. They said, no, I'm not joining. So there are this set of guys, but they could not mint through K-minting because they did not want to pay the fee. Yeah. So the question is, what should those people do now to be able to mint their K meeting and all that and all that and all that. The
Okay,
second set of
go ahead.
So the second thing will be that then for new recruits that, oh, I like this VOO project, I want to join. So those are the two sets of people. The legacy people who did not follow us through VOO, who had their ZENIQ Hubs are still minting. Their 2.0 are minting, regardless, everything is minting. But they are not able to withdraw it because of what the term as the huge fee.
Okay, so to those set of people, to your first set of people, they are the ones that are called legacy. So
they are legacy, yes.
Yeah. So what I've just shown you on my screen right now is how they can activate their Vision One membership, which is for them. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure for the new ones, those who are not in the system at all. They are just coming in. I'm not sure if they can come in with €100 and get this benefit. I'm not sure for now, but the future plan is that I think once this has ended, now, the ability for you to become a Vision One membership a member will now be by invitation, which of course is the entry level will now be a little bit stringent. That's the interpretation, a little bit stringent right now. But I can give it a try. I'll get that feedback to you. For somebody new coming into the system, registering with €100, which obviously was the way before with the being VOO one.
Correct.
Because the advantage then was that you could still buy your hubs. But taking the VOO one membership of €100 gave you discounts. So that's what made people go to get the €100 so that they can get discount.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
So
you're right.
I would do a trial. I will do a trial with an account, just to be sure that the new account coming in will let us know where the restrictions are for that new account until probably this is locked, and then we'll get further updates.
So the most important thing is this slide you're presenting represent the legacy people. And if by tomorrow they've not done this, that's it, basically.
Yes, for them.
Goodness me. Now, when they said that we're extending it to 15 July, has this been on before? Before you can extend something, it will have been on for maybe a week or two. I heard about it for the first time yesterday.
It was on from 1st of June to 30th of June. It was on for 1 month.
Oh my God, I didn't realize that.
It was on for 1 month.
Very important time, because a lot of people are in this category. I just feel able to reach them. Loads of people are in this category.
So hopefully, with we've been having offline conversations with the leadership to see if there could be an extension again.
Right.
Because now, from the update call yesterday, a lot of people now have a clearer understanding of why this is. Even if it is not important right now, it's beneficial for you to just have it, because you will definitely use the benefits later if you don't want to get that now. So there's been that clarity of purpose, of understanding of this. And then, of course, I think there may be a change. I'm not certain of that, but let's see what tomorrow holds.
Well done. My last word on that is, as we're meeting the leadership, people like Garnet and the rest needs to be, we can share one word with them to say, listen, guys, it's in the best interest of the program and we promoters to extend this for another month or so. The reason is this: it's pretty easy to convince legacy people to tag on along, and then it's easy for them to imbibe on the project than newer people, because then they understand the project and then we can convince them. So they should try very hard to try and get us additional time frame so that we can convince people. Thanks very much. This is very, very helpful.
Thanks. I've picked your thoughts up, and I would have that conversation.
Excellent. Thanks.
I
appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Christy?
Yes, but for new people who are not legacy people, because from legacy we understand that legacy are people who are coming from the old community Sapphire, and who of course have projects bought. So what about new people who are just coming now? Obviously, they don't have any K-minting backlog requiring maintenance. So those ones will pay €100 and become Vision 1 member straight, right?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Okay, so the legacy people whose legacy opportunity is supposed to expire tomorrow, subject to whether it is extended or not, are people who, if they pay that €100, they will have all their key maintenance requirements shelved for them as bonus.
Definitely.
For how long? For 1 year,
So,
I guess.
1 year.
Okay, so those of us who are already paid the last 1 year, is ours automatically extended for another 1 year, or we're still going to pay another €100? I didn't get that when it was briefing yesterday.
Okay, so for now, there's been no limit date to ours. The changes that have happened is that you have access to your K meetings. You have access to your K meetings. You have a new certificate that shows that you are now part of Vision 1. So that's just the update. I will still go on the background to check and to confirm, and of course I'll update the community on that for those who are already existing members. But the thing there is that the advantage there is that as a VU1 member earlier, the introduction of the new projects that came in, Copper One, and Bondex, you didn't have the same privileges that were there in VU. So now with the introduction of the Vision 1 membership, those extra discounts that are available on the Copper One project, you now have it the same way. So it's quite an advantage there. But again, I'll still confirm the extent to the validity of the K-Minting access for old VU1 members. I'll do that and get the feedback.
It's when I just took a quick read through this slide. It says download the NOMO App, install Vision 1, yes. Then it says number 4, after membership payment. Who is this referring to? I thought Legacy doesn't pay.
No, your Legacy pays now. Legacy is paying the €100. That is the €100 they are paying.
Oh, Legacy pay on. Okay, for those of us who have paid before, of course. Okay. Current members of one or those who have paid the $100 in the last 1 year, this thing doesn't affect them. It's automatic, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So this is Legacy people.
But this year's, sorry to cut you, sir. This year's is subject to confirmation, no? Because what we paid for Vision 1 then was for 1 year. I asked the same question you are asking now. So we need to clarify whether after 1 year we're having an extension or we need to pay another €100. Because when we paid the first one, it was for 1 year. And the 1 year, I guess, will soon expire between now and September, I guess, for most of us.
I think I registered in August or so. Okay, I got you. So they will tell us if we're going to do that. But this is actually for the Legacy people who had not even done anything with VU. I understand you now.
Exactly, sir.
Okay. So what's the other question I meant to ask? Okay, I think this makes sense. Which means, all right, which means those of us in VU 1 at the moment, we do not need anything to do, because today I went into Vision 1. Oh, right, I know the question. I went to Vision 1, it just says launch, and I launched it. So there isn't really anything else to do, right?
Yes.
Okay, I got a question for you. The question is about number 5. Shareholder certificate was meant to be for those who specifically subscribe to the cooperative certificate, isn't it?
Yes.
So if you don't subscribe, let's say if you have what's the other one now? Yeah, what's that famous big one? The one with 18 hubs. What do we call it again?
VU Gold.
VU Gold. If you have VU Gold, it has nothing to do with this shareholder certificate.
Yes.
If you don't buy that shareholder certificate, forget it. This is not the one.
Yes.
So what do you think the shareholder certificate, for those who haven't bought it, even though they are VU Gold members, what do you think it will do to their Vision 1? Does it render them a little bit less membership or what? It looks like it's exclusive.
No. It doesn't render them. Of course, the VU Gold is a special category on their own. The Vision 1 is like a member of a cooperative. So this share certificate gives you just one share in that cooperative. You can buy many shares in the cooperative. Okay, it just gives you one share. The advantage that would have come with the VU Gold was that if you had gotten the VU 1 membership earlier, of course, you'll be getting discount on every hub you are buying just to meet up that VU Gold. Just to meet up that VU Gold. Yes, yeah. That would have just been that. So no, the VU 1, the Vision 1 shareholder certificate for, let us say somebody even got, let us say you were a VU Gold member 3-4 months before this VU 1 membership came up, okay? You're on a special class of your own. The Vision 1, the VU 1 membership certificate was for cooperative. So there's a class of people in the cooperative who their share certificates gives them a certain level of participation in dividend that is coming from there based on your participation of your number of shares. In this case, is 1 share because it's €100.
All right, let me turn it around. I'm looking at one of the accounts here, and it says 1 share certificate, 1 share of the cooperative, 10 participating certificates. 1 share of the cooperative, then it then says 10x participation, well, just 10 participation certificates, which implies that the 1 share cooperative is for everybody who register with $100.
Yes. Yes.
Then the 10 participating certificate is a subscription. I'm just interpreting. Yes. I don't know where I'm right.
Yes, you would have that account would have, because you can still purchase shares in this in the cooperative. So that account would have purchased 10x shares. I think that should be $1,000 or so. It would have purchased that. And
that's exactly what I mean.
So it has 11 share certificates.
Okay, now well done, well done. So which means everybody who is a Vision 1 member or VU 1 member of those days has a share certificate.
Yes.
In the cooperative, automatic membership.
Yes.
Then if you now subscribe to buying membership, it's an additional one.
Yes.
Got you. You're a good coach. You're a true coach. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Whoever is a VU Gold member and is inside there wants to eat all the cake. Oh.
I don't know. Is there any extra thing for VU 1 members?
Well, this is the thing now. They should tell us. So yeah.
No, I don't think they gave us anything extra. It's just that the shareholding is a different deal. I think it has always been there, just that we've not made it popular yet. Right from the it has always been there.
It's always been there. Yes. I just threw 1,000 at it. I just bought 10 participating certificates at the time or so. It's just there. Instead of using the money to buy hub, I say, what is this nonsense I went to put money in?
No, it's not nonsense.
It's not minting, it's not doing anything.
It's a long-term deal, sir.
It
just
is.
like buying shares, in First Bank.
Yeah, by buying cooperative shares. And when I downloaded the certificate, it's actually a real certificate, even though spoken in Germany. I can interpret it. It's in German. So the beauty of it is that if you buy today, according to Nigerian,
language, yes,
you can give this to a family member.
The next generation, yes.
Mm.
Just like owning First Bank shares and forgetting it, then it will be appreciating. All the dividends will be paid.
Absolutely. Okay.
So if you download that certificate, you will see that it's enshrined on the blockchain because there's an address that comes with it. Even though you see it as a PDF copy, there's an address that comes with it, which is on the blockchain. In that blockchain,
exactly. There's a code. The registered number.
Code. Yes. There's a code that comes with it. So it's
and let me share something with you, which you might observe as well.
Okay.
It tells you the date it was registered, which was the date of the payment, which was 2024. I can see here.
Definitely.
I see. So which means all the time what they were doing is he said he was going to confirm registration with the German authorities or the Austrian authorities, because there are rules and regulations they needed to follow in their domain for ownership of cooperative.
Definitely. So this
Society Cooperative Europa. So it's EU registered cooperative, council regulation, blah, blah, blah. So it's, and being on the blockchain is a great thing as well.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
Now,
so that is
one point,
document that is stack, then stack use house. So that is
yes,
your...
stack use house.
Yes, for transparency.
Yeah. When we are discussing with the leadership, one quick thing we might remind them is that those who took the bravery to be gold members, they promised to have like a special help desk for them. And I did mention this to Ghana at the time. He said, yeah, we don't have the luxury of people. But what that means, what other people do is, even if it's the same help desk that will support your Google member, make their own what's the word? A complaint be in terms of, if you do general response within a day, do their own within hours, let's say 3 hours, 2 hours, 4 hours. You should send something out which will entice people when they are members of you. Say, okay, for being a Google member, your privilege is your
that will come.
Your ticket
that will
be answered within. Sorry.
Yes, I said that will come, sir.
Absolutely, yeah. So
that will come. It's even necessary. It is in their, yeah, it's in their best interest. It will come.
Yeah.
It will come. Thanks for the reminder. I think they are focusing on getting the Amadeus thing on the back end finished between now. I think the new date is the end of August. So there's a delay in that because of.
Okay.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
The other thing I've always been drumming on their ears, which I think is very vital, and I posted it to a general platform the other day. So many people gave it thumbs up and stars. What is it? Like, you've been in this journey with ZENIQ, with Wu, and that you have loads of minters. If you have 500, 600, 700 minters of different categories, to claim this thing takes you a week. And it is so very annoying repetitively. So when I discussed with them when I was in Austria in the office, we agreed on click one button, it clears everything for you, like we used to have it before. And he said, oh, fantastic idea, I will do it, I will do that, I will do that, I will do it. It's been 1 year already. Apologize, it's been 7 months now. I saw them in December. So those are little things that can really help them and help the business. So it's just a reminder of, if you have a catalog of things to say, these are things members are really interested in, that will be of great support. So rather than looking at each of your mint and claiming them, if you have NOMO, if you have 20 NOMOs, just click one button, it withdraws all the 20 NOMO for you at one go. If you have 20, that sort of stuff.
Okay, what we can do to that, yes, either privately or in the chats, we can still send that feedback, because it will ease transaction time for everybody.
Exactly.
And help them achieve their own goal faster.
Yeah.
But I think it's a programmer's priority. It's not really, get not to like anything that will facilitate things, but it's not a programmer. So he needs to follow the programmers, their own schedule and all of that. So we'll ask, I think this suggestion was made earlier. So maybe we'll follow up on it and ask what's the situation on that suggestion, as in where is it in their agenda, the programmer's agenda.
Yeah.
So, but for now, I think we've had a good brief vis-a-vis what is expiring tomorrow and possibility of extension. So watch out and see. If the extension is gotten this time, I think it's worth it to let everybody in the community know that this is the opportunities available. People are usually shy when you tell them to bring in more money. But the way life works, everything works with money only. You have to check what you're about to lose and what you're about to gain. Yeah. So it's not like if they extend it, people will just come and start doing the 100. No, we still need, me and you, still need to go to and do the awareness campaign to let them know. Because they will come back tomorrow and say, we didn't tell them anything. People are always negative. I don't know why. But they're also not asking questions. See this meeting now, many of us here, 6, 7. But how many of us in the group that the meeting notification was posted? Yes, apologies for the earlier link didn't work. Me, I didn't even know until you started reaching out to me privately. But we'll be having this brief every Monday, sir. Every Monday, the same time.
I know. I see that. You are very correct. Yeah.
So we'll do our own part so that we'll have, when they come, we'll tell them to that, look, you two have not kept to your own part of the bargain. Sir, if you did not show up now, Professor Bola would have ended this meeting. It's the questions you are asking now that is making us expand it, because the basics we already know that have been attending the earlier versions. So your participation has also helped. So if other people participate, it will be richer and to their own benefit, and we'll have the replays of the earlier ones for them to watch. Okay. So thanks.
Excellent.
Everyone.
Well done, guys.
Yeah.
Well done.
So thanks.
Thank you, friend. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Christy, over to you. We can close here.
Okay, thank you everyone who joined. You guys took the words out of my mouth. But anyways, I enjoyed the conversation and the questions, and I mean, it helps to make our conversations richer, deeper, and more insightful. So we'll be back again next Monday. Remember to mark your calendars, 8 p.m. West African time, 7 p.m. GMT, 9 p.m. CET, and of course, you can cross-check that with other time zones so you don't miss a thing. Thank you, Coach Itwen, for always being here, educating us, and of course, bringing insights, updates, latest developments of what's happening in the VU ecosystem. And of course, Professor Bola, thank you for joining us today. All those amazing questions helped. Thank you, Lorenzo, for always being here and also sharing your perspective. Adekunle, thank you for joining. Joe was here as well. Thank you, everyone, and have a good evening. See you next Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night.
Yeah, good night.